Hello, Kevin. I hope you are thriving. I'm going to try to give you a really quick rundown of 1350 to see if you'd like to incorporate it this semester. I was thinking if you followed my format, the students could kind of be on their own to watch the lectures and then kind of come to you for clarification after they watch the lectures. So I've got all the modules set up here. I do have some updates for you. I don't want to take too much of your time, so I'm going to try to do a quick run through. But to start off, practice quiz, practice screenshot and upload, as well as downloading the Creative Suite. And then the second week, I have them change their workspace to match mine. Other basic stuff, including using Adobe Creative Cloud to send me an assignment so that they can utilize the cloud to store their work and share their work with me for future assignments. Module 3 is a really big week because we start working on some projects that take us through most of the semester, so this is in 2 parts. But we do lots of fun masking exercises, one of them photoshopping for gold. They actually try to find like little pieces of hidden Legos that I have hidden, so it's pretty fun. And then these 3 assignments here, Vila, Salk, and Art Space, we work on for a few weeks. So we start off with just learning how to mask and transform things to fit the backgrounds. And then we keep adding to it. Like we also do levels and brightness. We also add some signage this next week where we go over vanishing points. So we keep adding on to those, and then the last thing that we do is change the levels. So you can see here that they haven't been added yet, and that's because in summer we didn't quite have enough time, so I had to end it early. We also go over how to change the colors of items. So here we have this, I think it's a fun assignment. I give them a model who's wearing a white t-shirt, and they have to change the color of his t-shirt. And again, all of those lectures are online kind of step by step, so you can have them just kind of go through it and then come to you for clarification. We have an assessment, and it's not a midterm just because of the way the semester is set up, so I changed it from midterm to assessment. But essentially what I do is I give them 2 backgrounds that are really different files. One of them is very white and airy, one of them is very stark. And I have them Photoshop different items into the space. And I'm looking at how they mask, how they take care of lighting transformations, and then their file organization. So they're timed on this, and it's done like a quiz, and what they need to do is to essentially put their files back on. I downloaded the basketball court just so you could take a peek at what that looks like, but you can see there's different lighting conditions. We've got really bright light here, a little bit darker. So not a perfect example, but a realistic example of what some of our students do. And then going back to the modules, after we do our assessment, where was I? So we've got our assessment. I don't think this is where I was. I got lost. Let's go back here. I think this will be better. Then we hop into some, after the assessments, I also do, is it summer? I'm in summer. I don't want to be in summer. Sorry, Kevin. Hold, please. Okay, that's where I want to be. After the assessment, we do some more advanced stuff. So this is where we do the BYU life sciences building with healing and cloning. I also give them a curb appeal assignment, which is pretty fun. And then they put it up on a discussion, and they can, whoever gets the most likes gets some extra credit. They create their own Photoshop scene. It's really fun to see what they do here too. So I like doing a lot of discussions. The next module is kind of a comprehensive where we take everything that we've learned and do a few projects, putting all of our skills together. Now, one thing I didn't do over the summer that we will be adding in fall is digitization. We just didn't have enough time. In digitization, I teach them how to bring CAD files, Revit files, pretty much any kind of a PDF or even JPEG, as well as how to properly take pictures of their own work and Photoshop it to bring in. And essentially what this all leads to is the portfolios that we create for this class. There's two different boards and portfolios. One of them is something they create for a fake client, and then another one is a portfolio for the work that they do in this class. So I have some of these pulled up here. These are their rough drafts, but this is kind of what it looks like. So I tell them, what projects to add at a minimum, and then I also have them add stuff from outside of class. So I did see lots of sketches in here from other classes, but this also shows you what we do. So here's Salk Institute. This is everything that he photoshopped and brought in. Here's that favorite t-shirt. Here's the midterm assignment. So this is also a great way for you to see everything. This is create a Photoshop scene. I did it for extra credit in summer, again, just because we didn't have enough time as we do in a typical semester. Here's the other This Old House. So again, this is an assignment, but they get extra credit by posting it in the discussion and getting the most likes. And then we haven't talked about this yet, but the following week, we also, in part of the advanced Photoshop techniques, we go over how to do the Photoshop actions. And then the client booklet and board looks something like this. So here's Emma's project, but they create kind of their own space. I don't give them a space. They can either collage it or just fake it or find a background to put it in. And they have to go through, list all the pieces, as well as like some specifications and alternates. So it's another good way of learning how to put together a portfolio with some information. And since I showed you David's portfolio, let me also show you David's client board and booklet. Okay, so he also created this space here. Pretty standard requirements. You can kind of see what he had and then what he turned it into. So different approach, same project. But again, I think it'd be fun to kind of see how it goes if we taught this together. I don't know how busy you are this semester. Maybe if you want to run it once and then give me your feedback, I think that would be great. But I'd love to see what you think. And again, this is the exact same thing that I teach in interior design. Thanks for your time, and I'd love to see what you think. See you, Kevin. Miss you.